All right. So the first question I want to tackle is, why do I want to be a UX designer or product manager? So I definitely think about this very often, every day. And I think what I find most interesting about this field is the ability to solve real problems for customers, for users, and the stakeholders. I think that the real power with UX is being able to, a customer centric type of work environment. It's putting the users first, the customers first. And I think, historically we like to, the glorify the kind of the entrepreneurs, the two people in the garage or whatever coming up with the brilliant idea that's going to change the world. And yes, that does happen still to this day, but oftentimes that way of thinking, is it could be, you could be on the wrong track for many years if you're just trying to do it yourself. It's so that's what the power of UX, that's where we come in, and we're like, well, you can continue what you're building, but let's talk to people who might use this. Let's actually get out in the field and explore who might be interested in this. Who is this for? Who are we solving the problem for? And let's actually talk to them, because we might be, these entrepreneurs might be on the wrong track, and we don't. And I feel like this speeds up the process of invention and building new things, because you don't want to build things for the wrong reasons, or you might be building something that's not actually solving the problem. We need to, you can talk to the people that you're actually building for, and that's where we come in. We're like that liaison between the customers and our team. So I really value it. I think it's a really exciting career. And I like kind of being that middleman type of person, because we want to get, every startup should be on the right track from the get-go, so it doesn't take 10 years, to actually gain traction and whatnot. So that's why I'm excited about it. And I think it's really exciting. And it also, it's not just software apps. This UX is it can be applied to anything. Uh, Everything has a user experience. So this field is not going away anytime soon. So that's what's also really exciting. All these emerging technologies that are coming out will eventually need user experiences. So definitely, I'm so pumped to be in it. So okay, moving on to the second question. So why do I want to work at this company? So I picked a company called First Base HQ. I've just kind of started hearing about it fairly recently. Chris Hurd is the founder CEO, and I've been following him on Twitter for a little while, and I'm really liking his tweets. So I have it pulled up. I just kind of want to go over it just really quickly, like what the homepage says. So it's home office management for remote companies. It says the all-in-one provisioning platform that handles all the physical equipment your remote teams need at home. So it's kind of, the gist of it is about really making companies remote first. And especially during this time with COVID, we are all seeing it. More companies are going remote, and the founder, I really like what he stands for. Distributed teams all across the country and world. More and more, we're seeing this, and we're seeing production, even, if not the same, but even better than going into the office. So he has a bunch of statistics about how much time is kind of wasted. Everybody commuting to the office every day, not only time but money is wasted. But this whole remote revolution is it's really happening, and we, like I said, we're kind of forced to do it right now, and we're seeing the true power of it. It's really working. So First Base HQ sets up teams. It gets your employees and the companies set up to work exceptionally well remotely from home. So let me read just a little bit more about it. It's an like I said, all-in-one provisioning platform that lets companies provide all the practical equipment their remote workers need at the touch of a button. They take care of everything as a monthly subscription per worker, including delivery, upgrades, maintenance, repairs, and collections when a worker leaves. We make setting up a remote worker easy. So yeah, I'm a real true believer right now in remote work, and this company is. I'd love to work for them. They're making it so much easier for teams to do this, and another big. I want more people on board. I want more people working in tech companies that want to. I think this is a great way, a great step in that direction. Because ultimately, we want more progress. We want more like voices being heard, and we want again progress being made in technology, and I think this is a way to do it. So that's why I would love a chance to work at this company. I definitely align with its mission. And then finally, moving on to number 3, the last question is says, tell a time that I handled a conflict with my colleagues. So yeah, so right now I have a job at Target, and there's definitely some crazy days. We're still pretty busy actually, and there was a time. So I work mainly in like the men's clothing department, and so essentially they're over time. So we have to unload the truck multiple times a week. New clothes come out, we have to put it on the floor, so we have a good variety of stock available. Well, things just kind of weren't getting put in the right place properly. A lot of things were getting a little crazy, and nobody really knew who was responsible for this mismanaged product. And so eventually, like my manager kind of went around to all of us employees and was asking, hey, I mean, who's kind of been doing, putting the product back or on the floor, like who's kind of been doing that mostly, because it's there's too much, the piles are stacked too high, the piles of pants and shirts are getting stacked too high. We need to take care of this, like who's been doing it. And I when he came to me, I said, I am actually responsible for a lot of this, so I apologize. And we took care of it. And that's how you handle things at work. You got to own up to your mistakes. And don't try to dodge it. Don't try to put the blame on someone else, or don't act dumb. Don't act like you don't know. If you're responsible for it, own up to it, and so that we can take care of it and move on. Another thing that's really important with Target customer service, and it's kind of nice that I've been working at Target, because this is really setting me up for UX. Target is all customer service. It's all, and many times, you have to just own up to like customers coming to you because they see a red shirt, they see the name tag, and they're going to ask you all sorts of questions that, even if it's not your department, you can't dodge it. You can't say you don't know. Well, I mean, it is okay that you don't know, but you have to take care of someone who approaches you. And then, yeah, you got to just be ready on all fronts. Like when you got to go up on the register, even if that's not your area for that day, doesn't matter. They need help up there. You got to go where you're needed. And I've learned to really accept that and kind of embrace it. It honestly makes the day more exciting. It's it can be, of course it's uncomfortable. You're going to run into uncomfortable situations, but I'm learning that you're valued more as an employee when you step up and you help out, and you kind of just suck it up and you do the work. You help out when you're where you're needed, and you work fast, and you're not afraid to kind of go that extra mile. That shows. It really does show, and it honestly makes my day better too, knowing that I stepped up and I helped when I didn't have to. I could have dodged an employee, I could have dodged a customer, kind of hide and whatnot, but you when you see it, and when you do see it, you tend to now step up and be like, I got this, I can help out. So I definitely don't mind going that extra mile. It always generally it works out better in the end. So thank you guys for taking the time to listen to these 3 questions, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.